mental health is always a top priority. But yeah, definitely right now, I think social interaction is so important to us humans, to stay connected, to talk, to share. And I think that's for me right now. I mean, of course, we have to isolate ourselves, but that doesn't mean that we have to socially isolate ourselves. We can still stay in touch via platforms like this or via phone calls, or, and I think that's right now, it's very important that we share about our how we are feeling about the situation in the world, and stay connected. So
I also wonder how many of us are using this as an excuse to not see some people. I definitely am.
The lines are done. Do that, Ziggy. Are you guilty of that?
Oh, is it me? Sorry. Um, well, with the social distancing, I think being social was. I play games a lot. We use things like Discord where we chat all the time and you communicate with your friends, and you've got obviously your lobbies where if you're playing online, whatever game, Call of Duty, Fortnite, PUBG, whatever, you've got your friends online all the time, and it's like you usually just stay connected. And you'll tell your buddy like, "Hey, yo, you can go play on. I'm gonna go eat something," and you come back and your buddy's still there, and you end up talking as usual. So I'd say as gamers, I think we were better prepared
Yeah,
to deal with it.
because you are a gamer, you have your own YouTube channel, you game a lot, you make your own videos, you have a green screen now.
Yeah. I would keep myself busy.
Yeah, so did
It's
a
like,
lot actually change for you then, or is it just do you have more time now for your online social life?
yeah, I feel like I have more time without the guilt of, oh no, if I do this until 2 in the morning, I'm gonna be so tired tomorrow for work, and I'm gonna feel so. Now it's like, well, it's lockdown, so I can stay up until 5 in the morning now and do what I need to do.
Yeah, Jam.
Just a quick thing to interrupt here. I think one of the worst parts for me was when I had like 10 minutes or so of no internet. I have no idea what happened. My router just reset, and that to me was like, oh, that's panic time. I wasn't even online. I just noticed that the internet was down.
Just the idea of not being able to use it.
Exactly. That's the last thing you need.
Just go ahead. We have a question here from Alpha. Which games would you recommend for lockdown?
don't ask me.
No, so Ziggy, that's a question for you.
Oh, if you want to play a game that makes you feel a bit very close to the situation right now, The Last of Us, it's a bit unreal. Like I was playing that game and I was like, whoa, like everything that's happening now, it feels like that. But if you want a game that's chilled and more hang out with your friends and on a lighter note, I suggest like Fortnite or something. It's got cartoony animation, it's not bloody and gory, and you have much better fun time.
So what games are you playing now, Ziggy?
Me, I'm busy reviewing a game actually, Eternal Space for someone, and then I was playing Spider-Man, which I was really enjoying. Like, yeah, man, I'm on lockdown, but when I'm playing Spider-Man, I'm swinging from building to building, man. I'm enjoying that freedom.
I think it's right now. I mean, it sounds super boring, but it's now the best time to start planning your days. Like when you are at home, that you are doing things, with a purpose, because it's so easy to get distracted at home, and or to have a day and you think like, oh, what did I do? Like, is it that it's not, that it doesn't satisfy you? And I think that also plays in with the sleeping. If you don't feel like you had a satisfying day, then it's hard to end it properly. It's like task completion. And so I think it's always a tip that no one really wants to hear, but when you're on lockdown, it's even more important that you have a structure in your day. And so at 9 o'clock you start the computer, you start working, and then you go for a walk maybe at 12:30 and have a lunch, that you do things.
That's for you, Ziggy.
Yeah, maybe have some contemplation time. Just schedule it in.
We have a question for you, Lotte. In terms of connecting with patients over Skype, is it harder to comfort, to give advice without physical presence?
Yeah, interesting. So I haven't felt that yet. I feel like I'm closer to my patients now because we are more we are leveling that right now. You were both in this situation that's a bit awkward, that we have to use Skype. That's for me not so super comfortable, and for them maybe it's difficult. But I feel like actually we are very much connecting now, and we have something that we can talk about that we both struggle with, the virus, and we're not talking about it necessarily all the time. I mean, but it is something that we can touch upon and then move on to the regular sessions. And my experience so far has been actually really kind of liberating with my patients. Yeah.
I have a comment here. Shyam, love the yoga guru style. You got that going for you.
Speaking about yoga, I was just gonna slightly jump over going from mental health to physical health.
Yes.
Have you guys, because I always feel that mentally I don't find it very hard to drain myself, to have some mental challenges, read up on something I don't know, something entirely different, just challenge my head a bit. But physically, I mean, I don't do anything. I also eat less on the plus side. But is that the right way to go? I don't know if that's.
I don't know, Ziggy or Lotte, if you want to comment with.
Because Ziggy was saying indeed, right? It's pretty hard to get food as well. Like you said, you ordered some food and you only got like part of it. My parents had the same
like 4
problems.
items.
Yeah, exactly. My brother was saying in Bombay that they get food from outside the city, from the countryside. And unlike here, the truck drivers don't have contracts there. They don't have to drive. So they might just decide not to bring the food because of lockdown or whatever. And yeah, that's kind of weird because this is really when you need some healthy food, like some fruits and maybe some lean foods like lentil or something, rather than something heavy.
Yeah, I definitely believe that body and mind and everything is connected to each other. Like that's also the point of view that the mental health is kind of going through, like the holistic view that we not only focus on the mental state but also on lifestyle. And so things like nutrition and physical health are definitely something you also need to focus on in therapy. But when you are seeing a patient, that you talk about these things. And in a lockdown, I definitely think it's still very important that we stay active, that we activate our body, that we eat healthy, for sure. That it will have an effect on our mental health as well. Yeah.
What I personally do is therapy workouts. I will type that. Well, I'll type that in a bit in the comments as well for the people that are watching, because this is a website with free workouts. You have like 2 million workouts there, and it's things you don't need weights for. You can choose them obviously if you want to. They're there, but they have this whole menu that you can choose from, and then you can just have a workout at home with 1 square meter. Then that's enough. So something that everybody can do, because like you say, Lotte, it's very important to keep your body going.
For sure.
One for the energy, but for me right now it's kind of to try to get tired, but it works the other way around as well, because if you don't use your body, it's going to be you're going to be tired and just
and change your environment as well, for sure. It's very important. So just going for a walk is totally fine. I think it was 10,000 steps a day or something that we have to do.
It's going to be difficult if you're in your apartment.
But we can still go outside here in the Netherlands.
I think that there is a lot of free content. For me, I'm also doing these workshops now for free, but I'm going to do them again because a lot of people want to join them, and I still have to make a living. I'm very dependent now on the support of our government, because basically my business also collapsed. And you cannot keep giving your content away for free. So for me, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, I'm doing both. So on my Instagram account, everything is always for free, and there is your daily tips and tools here and there. Also doing a 30-day song challenge now, which is super fun, and making a playlist out of that. Everybody that is joining it, so we're gonna have a amazing epic playlist of student music at the end of it. But yeah, I don't think that everything can be for free. Okay, he says hashtag strong opinions and nothing wrong with people making listening businesses, etc. Yeah, so there's a difference there between non-profit organizations charging money. I think that's Rafa, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's kind of the point of view here, and people that actually have to make a living out of it. I think that's also a difference in the content that you're providing. You can't expect everybody to give everything away for free now because we're in a lockdown.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there is a lot to do.
Well, I think it's different though. Like if you have a business and you're selling like hand sanitizer, and all of a sudden you make that price go up like by a bajillion, that's like very wrong. So I think that's where that comes into play. Where I think no.
Writing back to Ralph now. I think we got the point, and that's a very strong point because you do see a big change, or at least I see a big change now in the online market. A lot of people that are throwing things out there. I think there were people that already had an online business that are also getting into difficulties now because other people want to join this online market because it's the only way to make your money now, and then kind of putting prices there that are so crazy low that there's no point for other people to put their content out. So I think that's also a weird thing going on now online.
I definitely want to stress going for a walk with friends as well. I think it is a nice way to, if you're just sitting face to face on Skype, it's sometimes again conversations can become very intense, and I think it's really lovely to go outside and get a new perspective from outside of your room and talk while walking. You can easily keep the distance, I think, going for a walk together, and it's good to get fresh air, be in nature, and so for me it works the best. I have this like sort of schedule with my mom right now that we go for walks every other day together just to reflect and be social, and also get our activity of the day, physical activity. So,
if there's somebody that cannot join you, maybe because they have physical difficulties, or if it's not safe for them to go outside, you can call them, right? You can have your walk.
Of course, yeah. Oh, yeah. FaceTime while walking, or share your perspective. It's definitely.
Chats. Yeah. All right, Shyam, any other tips, tricks, things you want to share?
Oh, no. I was just thinking about how the lockdown sort of makes us realize about the importance of like going out and not being cooped up inside. Which also brings to light some general social trends, right? I mean, are we sort of, in a way, in some weird kind of way, battery farming ourselves? A lot of the things like this idea of having this rhythm versus the freedom of not having such a strict rhythm, having a 9 to 5 work versus having a walking meeting. I think it's overall. Yeah, it could have some positive outcomes as well, but I'm also worried about some negative outcomes in the sense, would this become the new normal? Would companies realize, hey, you know what, we don't even need offices anymore. We can just have people working from home. Yeah. And then everyone just cooped up at home. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, on the plus side, maybe there's less people traveling to work by car. But that doesn't mean there's any difference in global warming or anything. It's just about the particulate pollution.
It's an opportunity to learn and not just watch another run of Friends on Netflix. And I think that is very true. I'm actually happy that nobody here in our show today mentioned go watch Netflix. Because obviously it's okay to have that time, and it's okay to watch a movie, or maybe watch a movie with people together. But it's too easy to get lost in that. And this is actually something when we're talking about mental health and self-care, that's just a fact that we know. Sitting behind a screen, watching a show for the whole day, that's not going to make you happy, and it's not going to help you get through this lockdown healthy. So Jocelyn says lockdown is a 21-day self.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I think it's it. Oh, am I unmuted? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think it's important to know, to do things on purpose. So if you want to relax and just kind of escape from the world, then it's totally fine to watch Netflix or to, whatever, consume anything. But it's if you notice that the escapism is taking, that the purpose is gone and you're just numbing yourself, I think that's when maybe now I need something more purposeful. And you get more motivated to learn stuff and to do something that adds to your life instead of numbing you. But definitely there are so many good shows on Netflix. I mean, let's not forget about that, and things that can also challenge our brain and
or just show. I mean, that's what I started watching.
Yeah, or just escape. It's definitely not bad as long as you do it with purpose. I think there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, it wasn't about. I raised my hand before you said on free activities, but it was just a general point. I thought of an anecdotal point that because we're working from home now and everyone's on cam, I wonder how many people brush their teeth in the morning, first of all, and secondly, is that a good strategy to keep people away, like physical distancing? I don't know. It's just a mind fart, really.
All right, cool. Wait, I'm just you guys continue. I'm trying to type something. So,
what did you just say?
Yeah.
If you don't brush your teeth, it's easy to have a social distancing.